In the second episode of Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Kabato is shown meandering through a retail area. It is there that he meets Yuki. The strawberry tart and the bike theft incident are briefly discussed by the two. Yuki claims that since that was a while ago, she doesn't mind. This indicates that some time has gone by since then. Still, Yuki claims that the incident that occurred between her and the guidance counselor 2 days ago is upsetting. Yuki informs Kabato that during a break-in at a student's apartment, they discovered her bike. Yuki was partially held accountable for the break-in as the people were able to link her to the bike. Feeling down, Yuki made the decision to go shopping as a way to decompress. To cheer her up, Kabato offers to take Yuki to St. Mark, a dessert bakery. Kingo invites Kabato to visit him before they leave. Kabato claims that since Kingo is currently out with Yuki, he doesn't want to visit him at this time. Kingo adds Kabato is welcome to bring Yuki along. After visiting St. Mark, Yuki and Kabato go to Kingo's house and buy a cake. There, Yuki and Kabato give Kingo a cake, and Kingo promises to make them some hot chocolate to go with it. Kingo gives a quick explanation of his hot chocolate recipe. Yuki goes to the restroom before talking about the reason he asked Kabato to come see him. Kingo asks Kabato what happened to her after she leaves. He contends that Kabato has changed from the unbeatable man he was in middle school. Although Kabato cannot recall acting in a different way, Kingo describes the ways in which Kabato used to act and respond to various situations. Kabato claims that nothing happened and that he will never change from being a regular person. Furthermore, Kabato expresses his desire to leave if Kingo has nothing else to share with him. When Kabato comes into the kitchen, he sees Yuki speaking with Chisato, Kingo's sister. Chisato finds Kingo's baking and housekeeping abilities puzzling. She chatters on endlessly about how she doesn't like Kingo and begs Kabato to assist her in solving this small hot chocolate riddle. Kabato attempts to follow in Kingo's footsteps using the information that Kingo gave him about his good hot cocoa formula. Some aspects of this riddle still baffle him, Yuki, and Chisato. Kabato advises that in order to prevent more misunderstandings, they approach this matter differently. Yuki experiments with a novel theory, which Chisato and Kabato discuss. After learning how Kingo accomplished this, Kabato shows Yuki and Chisato what Kingo did. Afterwards, Kingo, Yuki, and Kabato reassemble in the living room. Kingo is informed by Kabato that Chisato had him crack a puzzle. Yuki giggles while demonstrating a hot chocolate recipe to Kabato. Kabato and Yuki leave. Chisato and Kingo had a brief conversation on Kabato's IQ. Kingo isn't overly happy about his sister's flattering remarks about Kabato. Yuki and Kabato show up in front of Yuki's house. The former expresses regret to the latter for acting strangely. If Kabato wishes to live his life the way he did in the past, Yuki believes that's fine. She contends that it won't interfere with their aim of leading a typical existence. Kabato informs Yuki that he is done playing detective. As the show comes to an end, Kabato is seen taking a stroll. This week's episode of Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary presents an unusual chapter. Kingo's hot chocolate incident was a little tedious and unduly prolonged. While the method Kabato, Yuki, and Chisato used to solve this case was fascinating, some would have preferred if our leaders had taken on a more challenging or creative case. This hot chocolate mystery also complements Kabato and Yuki's desired way of life. It would have been